Playing games is lots of fun. If you watch our show, you can have fun too. Alright, welcome back everyone. We're playing Warden. Still with Morgan. Now we're talking to a giant space lizard who seems to be locked up by a couple of crystals.
Yep, so she's locked up by these crystals.
And she wants us to be her... Now, when I first saw that, I thought that she meant she wanted to be like the jail warden who keeps her locked up, but I'm guessing that's not the case.
No, not this time around.
So they're called the Mudmen.
Yeah, so those creatures you just...
Are they led by Tony Mudman?
It's like Mad Men, except not.
Yeah, it's exactly like Mad Men. It's actually the Mudman rider. He rides around on his not his motorbike, his bicycle. I just finished watching One Punch Man, if you couldn't tell.
Such a great anime.
So Nyona is the mother spirit of the forest.
She looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Now she is trapped by something. Is that what the glowing thing around her neck is?
Yeah, so she's kind of shackled to these three crystals, and they're siphoning off her power, so she can't. So she's trapped in this part of the spirit world.
Did she take our father?
No, he's like... So when he went down to rest at the campfire, he was like boosted off into this spirit world.
Yeah.
He wants to be reunited with Usala, obviously.
Yeah, but he just said, give back my father.
No, return
Give me back my
favor.
father. And she's like, no.
No, you can't have him back.
Like,
No, so...
Do as I ask, or you go to the naughty corner.
Computer says no.
Look
You
for
were mentioning
the blue
here about
flames.
the dialogue here, that you decided not to go with actual voices, but you did want a unique voice for each character.
Yeah.
Like so many games now feel that they must have dialogue. I think. Have you played Lego?
Did we just face plant it?
Yep.
You've obviously everyone's played the Lego games. I felt when they started going to full dialogue that they actually lost a lot of the funny humour and special whatever the hell it was that actually made those games fun.
Yeah.
So
Floppy Nose is gone.
yeah, he's gone.
Yep, he's woken up and you can move on. Yeah, with the Lego games, it felt... I think what they really did by putting in voices the whole way through is they sort of hamstringed what they could do in terms of, like, physical
Looks like
comedy.
you're going to have to crawl through here.
Into the first-person mode. That was a design choice we went back and forwards on, was how to do crawling in tunnels, because we used to have the camera would follow Tavian, and you'd end up looking at his feet and his butt while he's crawling.
Oh, we could have been staring at his butt all this time?
We could have.
Man.
Yeah, missing out.
You just went to Game of the Year to...
Oh, no.
Like, so obviously in Wind Waker and all the Zelda games, Link never talks. Was there a point of time where you thought maybe that Tavian shouldn't talk and just be the silent protagonist?
There was a bit of that, but because we've got the 3 playable protagonists, we wanted to make sure they all had
there's
different
more?
stories. Yep, so there's 2 more that you're going to rescue along the way.
Okay, cool.
No spoilers, of course.
Yep, so there are 2 more along the way, and they're actually in this level. There are totems which you can find, which give you a clue as to the identity of each of them. But
this could all be yours, and the price is right.
The price is right.
So many.
Were they their little pick-up things? Is that cool?
So they're the motes. So
there's a bunch of games that have and first of all, Link totally does speak. He says yeah. He says that all the time. I don't know what he's actually saying though. But one of the best games that we've ever had in our lifetime had a silent protagonist, and that was Gordon Freeman.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can totally do it. But I think it comes down to like what because we've got these 3 different characters who all have these different takes on the world. We thought it's a real shame to lock that away, to not give that to the player to listen to. Especially because you can have the same conversation. Like you can, when you meet characters later on, you can come back and talk to them as each of the 3 wardens, and they each have different responses.
So didn't the space lizard kind of tell us that we were special because we're going to be new warden?
Yep.
But there's actually 3 of them.
There are 3.
So we're not that special after all.
Oh,
wow.
Tavian's very special. I love you, Tavian.
Oh, I did pick up a... Oh.
Don't touch that.
It's
hot.
Fire
I just walked into a magma deposit.
I'm actually imagining you just around your house right now. I was like, the stove's on.
Still hot.
Maybe if I pick it up this way.
So all the characters used to have voices that we had done, but we found we couldn't quite reconcile it, and we don't, as for indies who don't have a lot of money, we didn't have the resources to do super high quality recordings. So
Let me just stop you there, buddy. I saw this Notch guy. He's a billionaire. So you can't tell me indie developers don't have... Yeah.
uh-oh, busted. I'm actually a millionaire.
We saw that
You don't have
Lexus she
incredible-
rolled up in today.
Incredible professional sound recording like we do here at the gamma.con offices.
Nope. Unfortunately not. But Tavian and the two other playable characters do have unique speaking voices. So in the same way that Link speaks when he goes, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I'm just...
Tavian and the other two characters do have voices when they attack, when they get hurt, when they jump.
Wait, is that the genie from Aladdin?
No.
No.
You'll see that later. Turn around.
You've got to find your
cross
way
that
across. You've got to find your way across there, but you can't get across there just yet.
Okay.
There you
Go
go.
across
You got a
that
bridge there.
Oh, there's a bridge right there. Okay. Wow, look at this.
He's going to eat you. No, he's not.
This guy looks pretty cool. Oh, trading dummy.
Yep.
Oh, I think I played this in the demo. It's very sad because I haven't seen anyone for ages, and I think you kill most of them, don't you?
The dummies. Some of them are hostile. Most of them are still very friendly, though. I think they've been alone for some 40 years, so they're very happy to see people.
So how many people on your team that actually worked on this game?
Yeah, there's like three central people. So there's Callum, who's our lead programmer and producer, Tim, who's our technical artist and just artist in general, and Rob, who's the animator. And so they all work full time on the game.
Yeah.
And have been doing so for 2.5 years. And then there's myself as a writer in a sort of part-time position. And then we've also got an office intern who's a current student at AIE.
So is there only one programmer in this?
Yeah, so one program. Oh, we've had some other people contribute some code along the way, but the bulk of the programming has been by Cal. And again, the bulk of the art has been by Tim. The sheer amount of work they've put in is absolutely staggering.
So you said you were the writer. Did you actually come up with some of these characters, or did someone come up with the initial... What was the initial spark for this game?
The initial spark, Cal actually sat me and some other people down to talk to us about the idea. And he said that he had this idea for a game, about kind of like Wind Waker meets Dark Souls was the original pitch.
Nice.
And he said it's about, exploring into this forest.
When you put it like that this Wind Waker meets Dark Souls would probably be the greatest game ever.
Yeah, well,
it's
here
definitely
we have it.
classic.
Warden, Melody of the Undergrowth, the greatest game ever. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, so wait, that's where it came from.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to go back. Go back.
Oh, so that's the
That would have probably lit up
bridge.
the path, I imagine.
Yep. So yeah, if you cross back over that bridge.
Oh yes.
Obviously, financial reasons aside, that's always going to be a bit of a struggle for indie developers for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Being an indie developer, what's another challenge you've got? Is it like a marketing and PR, that sort of stuff? Where I don't know how many people know this, but it came to light just a few years ago, especially when Destiny came out, and they said this is the most expensive game ever made. And they came out and said, 400 million or whatever the hell it cost.
Yeah.
And then you actually look at where the money went, and about 40% of that was marketing.
Yeah.
And clearly the marketing worked really well because the game sold really well, and it's actually doing all right still. They've managed to keep it going. But marketing is something that costs a lot of money, but I imagine that you guys don't have that in droves. Is that actually a challenge, getting the word out about this?
Absolutely. We and it's a big thing for indies that you don't have money, so you can't buy ad space, and you can't buy we couldn't put ads on YouTube, for example.
Yep.
So the big thing is we think about ways to do it for effectively. We have no money to spend on marketing. So the big thing has been obviously social media, and that hits all of our local, all of our friends and all the people that we connect with. That's back the way you came.
Oh no, I'm in the sewers now.
So I think the big thing there was looking, and a lot of it is just having to generate word of mouth. So it's sending keys to reviewers and hoping like hell that they enjoy the game, or that they want to talk about the game to people. Taking it to conventions, so being able to take it to GAMMA.con and to places like PAX Australia have been absolutely invaluable, because you put the game in front of people. And you give them a business card or something like that, or you give them the website to go to.
Yep.
Well, I remember the website is www.warden-game.com. So if you're interested, check it out there.
Actually, and this is I'll give props to PAX Australia for this too. Their support for the indie scene in Australia has been staggeringly amazing.
Absolutely,
incredible.
The support we've received from Robert Koo, who's the organizer of PAX, as well as Yug, and Tom Munro, who also runs the PAX.
I like how happy this guy was that we just killed him.
Oh, he had something to do with his time again, and we've hit 10 minutes.
All right, well, we'll talk more about PAX Australia and other conventions you might have attended tomorrow. So we'll see you then. See you later, everyone.
See you, everyone.
Bye.